So my name is Eric Bonner. I'm the founder and CEO of Connective. It's supposed to be a startup, but I've been 25 years. You see that at my gray hair in the crossroads of technology and financial services in general. Connective, why Connective? Well, we think different about the way that banks and insurance interact with their customers. That's what we do. If you look at what Gartner and Forrester, where they put our platform, they call it digital transaction management. Unfortunately, it doesn't say much about what our product does. And the best way to describe it is actually we digitize document-driven processes with a fantastic user experience. And I'll come back to that because it's you to be the judge about the customer experience, but it is an essential goal and to achieve that also through our platform. What I wanted to say more is that the capabilities that we needed to have as we've heard through the introduction is we definitely need to have identity services. We need to be capable to identify, but we also need to be capable to produce digital documents and digital screens in different formats. And finally, we need to have the capability of closing the deal and having e-signatures. Now, the modules on itself, it doesn't bring value. And let's take a step back and let's look at what typically insurance companies have done. Well, over the last many years, actually, they've delivered the promise of security through strong actuarial functions and rigid document-driven processes, intermediate distribution channels, delivering complex products with little services actually leading to cumbersome consumer interactions. And that never hampered the business of insurance. It changed over the last 10 years. And the reason why it's changed is the consumer. It's because the consumer started to reward simplified, compelling products in a streamlined digital process. And they started to reward actually exciting customer journeys. That is what they were looking at, and that is what they were rewarding. So in order for insurance companies to achieve that, they actually have to map consumer needs into easy and quick to understand products. They have to provide them through streamlined digital channels, and they actually, and I'm losing track here of my story, but what it needs to bring is an instant offer. That is the word that I was looking for. So we don't want them to have to look for what is exactly in your offering. It needs to be an instant offer with a compelling business rationale that feels personal, even if it is based on a simple algorithm. And that is exactly what we're going to show you in the demo that I'm going to show you here. It's a movie that we've made because we actually have a few customers that are, and a few customers means 5 that are using it into different areas. So the one we're going to see here is a car insurance company. We have it in life insurance. We actually have a case running also in home insurance and also in travel insurance. Now, none of these customers were ready to actually allow us to demonstrate the real-life system because what you will see is it integrates directly with their back office. It is providing a customer experience on the front end, but it integrates the data that we capture directly in the back office. And you can understand there are some security reasons why not to do that. So without further ado, I'm just going to show you that movie. So the insurance company is actually going to be looked up in Google, and immediately you see that we offer an instant offer. You want to have a quote. We're going to use a technology called IDIN to identify the visitor, and we're actually going to capture, as you will see, his identified identity. For those who don't know IDIN, it's a Dutch offering of the Banking Association and the Payments Association. We're also going to capture some more information like the email, because we actually want to continue to communicate, and his mobile number, and we generate a password. That's a personal password. The GSM is actually confirmed. And now during this process, which goes very quickly, we actually have identified not only the customer, but we also have linked him to his mobile and his email address. Next, we're going to go into the experience of understanding what kind, and he doesn't have an Aston Martin, but an Audi as a vehicle, get this basic information. And of course, we can shorten this, and you can optimize this process in any way you want. But what you will see is that we're going to capture the basic data and make immediately an offer based on a very easy offering which you can understand. It's very similar to the airline industry, where you buy a seat, you go from one city to another, you buy a seat, do you want a luggage, additional luggage? So it's very incremental. He gets presented actually the document, his contract that he wants to sign. It's confirmed by the SMS that we actually registered, and the person has a signed contract. We capture all that information also in a PDF. It can be verified who the identity of the signer is. And that's actually it. I mean, at the same time that we presented the product, we've onboarded the client and the customer, and we actually closed the deal in that experience. At the end, you saw that we have a number of references. Some of them are banks, some of them are insurance companies. We can reuse that information. We can connect it to the CRMs. We can connect it into back-end systems of the insurer or the bank itself. If you want to know more about it, please don't hesitate and come and see us at our booth. There's a lot to tell about this. Within banks, we do complete sign-ups of consumer loans, even mortgage loans. And so there are different options, and we can even combine these products. I thank you for your attention.